Alright, let's go over to Orcs. Wow, I can't believe Stars End and freaking Alvi are dead. Oh, just my luck. We got a Kuno. My class is really strong. Gotta be careful because she's gonna try to go for that block jump. But yeah, there it is. Now we have no stam. Just gonna chill up a little bit. With Kuno right now, they're really strong, so you can't just like stay close to them. Like you see that gap close they have, it's like really good. Dude. Russia's best players are in Ukraine. Wait, is that really true? I don't know anything about the Russian BDO server, so wait, I see what you're saying. Bro, that's fucked up. Bro, that's not even funny, dude. Dude, this man in my chat just said that Russia's best PvPers are in Ukraine right now.
Oh my god.
Are you trying to get me banned, bro? Alright guys, it is super early morning right now, so I'm just looking to get my grind on. I'm gonna put in about a couple hours here, just only 2. I don't really want to put in too many hours grinding, even though I'm back and I'm playing for fun. Because I know that if I grind more than that, I'm just going to get burnt out, right? And anyways, like I said, I want to enjoy both BDO and Lost Ark. I could go to Elvia, but, you know, these days while I grind, I prefer to watch something. So if I'm at Elvia with my DP right now, I have to like pay attention. I have to pay attention to survive. So maybe when I get like 360-ish DP, it'll be a little bit more AFK-ish. Can most definitely look to grinding Elvia more often. As far as like Musa goes, because I know you guys have been asking me this while I've been AFK from the game. Awakening Musa right now, it's pretty broken for large skill. Mainly because of the SA trading. 1v1 wise, it lost a lot, to be honest. And it does have a ton of bad matchups in my opinion, just because of all the CCs it's lost. But I have been messing with Succession Musa, and it's a lot different now. It's not the same at all. It doesn't play the same. But I see a lot of potential in it, so I will be messing around with Suck Musa as well and see what I can make of it. I think in large scale, if you can play around with it enough, it should be able to perform the same way that Awakening Musa does, but it's a lot harder. The kit's a lot harder to use. I'm going to take my time with it, and I'll keep you guys updated, but let's see how many distos we get. So that was a pretty good 2 hours, right? Anyway, so gear wise, I managed to get the Starlit Tungrad ring. I got the cup for that. I gotta get a cup for my other ring, and I gotta get for my belt. And also, I was able to buy my Tet Centaur belt back because I blew it up before I stopped playing the game. So mistakes were definitely made, but it's okay if the Tet Centaur belt didn't care. So we bought it back. So, you know, we're Gucci. Once I get the cups, I'm probably just gonna start looking to canvas my gear. Get the Dead God done because I already have my flame. I've had it for a while, so. What I do want to talk to you guys about for the rest of the video is kind of what I think about Suck Musa, because I think a lot of people aren't covering it. And I do want to talk about it. So let's go ahead and head over to the BA. One thing I wanted you guys to take note of is, if you guys remember, however, I did movement, right? So if you guys take a look at Gale, Gale has been buffed in a way to where not only is the AoE a lot bigger, but it projects you forward further too. So when you cancel, you go a little bit further. Before, I would kind of stop like maybe like right back here or like here. So the distance covered is a lot better. Now, the other cool thing is that we have a new move with Arrow Grapple. It got reworked. Now we leap forward, right? Now, what's really cool about this is that you can do Shift F and Divider, right? So what you do is you'll do Divider and then Shift F. And then actually, when you do Shift F, your Arrow Grapple comes out. So if you guys kind of put 2 and 2 together, you can do a really crazy movement combo. And let me go ahead and demonstrate. Suck Musa has a lot of movement now, it's no joke. Similarly, you can also backstep slash and do that as well. So lots of good changes. Now, what's really weird is that depending on which one of your cooldowns are up, the game, for some reason now with Reboot, it can't decipher if it wants to do Gale or Blooming. Like, for example, if I blue buff and Blooming is on cooldown, it can be really dodgy. Sometimes it'll just do Gale. However, which is crazy to me, they made Suck Musa very fast. So, in terms of SA trading, all of our SA trades are the same, but we can do some really cool stuff now. So, for example, when I do into Gale, right, you can't go into SLMB RMB now, which is how I used to do it. Now you have to do Shift Q, right? You have to do Shift Q to input it. But I want you guys to look at how fast this cancels, okay? You guys see how fast that is? It used to never be like that. So our SA trading potential has become much stronger. Also, take a look at how some of this stuff works, our Gale and our Rising Storm in succession do guard break. So when you want to trade people, it's actually super scary now. So what you do is you come in like this, and then, I mean, you can break someone's guard if you're like relatively the same gear. Can really easily break their guard. Another really cool thing is for follow-ups. So like, for example, if you get like a stub arrow catch, you can go like this and like that. You do Gale into Cyclone Slash and you get a really quick CC. And there's actually a combo I was experimenting with, which I'll show you guys right now. So what's interesting is after Crush Crusher, you would follow up with Backstep Slash, Blooming, Cyclone Slash, Blind Slash, Blooming, and Cyclone Slash. So Blooming is actually where a majority of our damage comes from. It's always been like that, and the reason for that is because of the damage modifiers and because of the accuracy on it. Now, with the right add-ons, if you account for Gale debuff, because it does an evasion debuff, and you have right add-ons, you're actually giving yourself 72% hit rate with Blooming. And the target that I was hitting in that clip was about 380 DP. And I'm only 289 Kudum, right? And, you know, the fact that, like, this now does damage because they buffed it is out of this world, you know? So, not only does Suck Moose have a lot of essay trading potential, but the combo potential is going to be huge. So, I'm definitely going to take my time to mess around with it, and in the future, I will release a guide on the class. So, you know, with these buffs that have been made, our old combo is stronger now. So for example, right, you guys remember how I would do like Stub Arrow, Blooming, right? And then you would do Rising, Crush Crusher, Gale, Backstep, and then the same old End I just showed you guys. That was like the max damage. Well, now you can just fit in extra attacks. So for example, like when I do Stub Arrow, now I can do Gale into Blooming. And then I can do Rising and then Crush Crusher. So I can fit in more skills in my combos. So there's going to be a lot of combos like that where I'm going to have to adjust that is going to have that. And I think that's what's making Suck Musa a lot harder for a lot of the people to catch up, because I know a lot of people flavor the month rerolled to Musa, and I've been playing Musas forever. So I can kind of pick these things out because I can just think of what to do, right? So with changes like that, it's a massive buff to Suck Musa, but it makes it a lot harder to play because now you have to do like almost double the APM with these changes. Another interesting thing is that now when we SA trade, because of the Cyclone Slash changes, is I can go just like that, and Cyclone Slash is a float, and that is going to be a float you want to play around. So when you're in large scale now, before I had to go like this into Crush Crusher and then risk this really unsafe gap, which isn't very cancelable, right? But with Succession, you know, I can just do this. And then I can go into Crush Crusher. So that's huge. The Suck Musa buffs are really good, and I think people are not looking at it. And I wanted to bring it to light for you guys, and I'm definitely going to mess with it and see what I can make out of the class. So the last thing I want to talk about is how they gutted a lot of CCs on Awakening Musa, making the CC catch potential on Awakening Musa a lot more linear. Now on the other hand, Suck Musa didn't suffer that, right? It did not receive anything. The only thing that really affected it was the retaliation changes with how it auto procs. I hate that. I honestly think they need to revert retaliation to how it used to be, and just buff the damage. Not this BS where if I'm Q blocking it just automatically procs. I really don't like that personally. Other than that, the big thing is Stub Arrow. So with the changes, instead of just sheathing it, you should always evasive shot, because when you evasive shot, you get a catch, you get a chance to catch them, and then you get 1, 2. You get 2 catches to, you get 3 catches from range to catch a person off guard. The other thing to take note of is how Crush Crusher in Awakening doesn't have a CC. Well, in succession it does. I can go like this. Right? And what's crazy is that the burst of Suck Musa in SA Trades is better. Just because it's faster. Like, you guys can see how much faster it is, you know? And even like with the mobility you have with now Fiery Angel, like, right, being so good. And then you can kind of gale out of it now, and you can do all sorts of just madness, you know? With this being a thing, you can really desync around. So that's really all I want to talk about Suck Musa. Other than that, guys, I will be putting up a Lost Ark video in the future. I want you guys to give that content a watch as well. We have a Paladin guide uploaded for Lost Ark. Really high elo in Lost Ark for PvP, so I'm excited to give you guys that content as well. So other than that, I'll see you guys next time.